Our rules are simple, but the challenge is great. No shoulder pets, tames that can be carried, or typical boss dinos allowed. That means no Rexes, Therazinos, or any other dinos people normally use in these fights. Equipped with official server cap saddles, our 19 contenders will be backed by the commanding presence of a loyal Uranus, providing that extra boost. All competitors will go into battle with food to provide a healing effect. Herbivores will have plenty of sweet veggie cakes, and carnivores and omnivores will have cooked meat. It's important to note that the tames in this series aren't typically used during boss battles because of the amount of mutations you need to make them competitive. But all the dinos competing will have around 23,000 health and 1200% melee. This will give them all a fair shot at defeating one of the guardians. It won't always be feasible to reach these stats depending on the dinos I'm using, but I'll let you know the amount of mutations and levels it took in order to reach it. All competitors start out with 50 base health and melee and 40 points and everything else before I apply mutations and experience levels. You can decide on your own servers if the juice is worth the squeeze. Competitors are required to fight the megapithecus, broodmother, then dragon on all difficulties starting with gamma, then beta, finishing with alpha. Their success will be annotated on this scorecard with a pass or fail system. Clearing all the bosses earns them a gold boom medal. Silver is awarded for clearing beta, bronze is for clearing gamma, and the chunk of poop is for an unworthy performance. Once all vanilla island creatures are finished, the gold medal winners will test their strength against the overseer for the finale. Now let's introduce our competitor and see if they have what it takes. Iguanodon. These gentle herbivores are a hell of an upgrade from the parasaurs for new players. They jump, have insane amounts of stamina, have a decent attack, and turn fruit and vegetables into seeds. The stats required for this competition required 50 mutations and 79 experience levels, 25 mutations and 50 levels went into health, and 25 mutations and 29 levels went into melee. We have some new members and patrons that get a fighter for this competition. Thank you for your support and good luck. Now let's see if they have what it takes. The green portal is open and the Iguanodon storm into the Gamma Megapithecus arena with their thumbs up and their balls out. The Iguanodon actually has pretty okay damage, but their attack speed is so much slower when the AI controls them than when a real-life underhuman controls them. The worst part about this whole ordeal is, I think the Iguanodon might be the worst creature I've used in regards to attacking the bosses. Just like usual, half of them don't try to hit and the other half struggle to hit, but it just seems worse this time around. Either way, they do enough to down the Gamma Megapithecus and earn their first pass. The Gamma Broodmother is up next, and normally it's kind of a relief to get into a fight after the Megapithecus and actually land some shots, but they still struggle. The Iguanodon is easy to maneuver, so surrounding the Broodmother is pretty simple. If you're not familiar with fighting her, you want to make sure that you surround her as evenly as possible because she has a wide cone of attack. If you watch some of our previous videos, creatures that deal around the same damage as the Iguanodon actually beat the bosses much faster, which is unfortunate because of how fluid their movements are. Even though it's a bit disappointing, they're able to get it done and earn another pass. The Gamma Dragon Arena is a cozy place. To be honest, I really like the calm before the fight during the Gamma and Beta fights. It's only when you get into the Alpha fight when the asshole sends down his minions before you get to fight him. The Iguanodon struggle big time to land effective shots on the Gamma Dragon. You have to whistle them to move right up close. Otherwise, when you whistle for them to attack, they don't like to move in close. Don't let the negative review of the AI-controlled Iguanodon dissuade you though. If ridden, they're actually pretty awesome. It takes some time, but they're able to chop the Gamma Dragon down and earn a pass, clearing the Gamma stage. The blue portal is up and the Iguanodons head into the Beta Megapithecus arena. The Beta Megapithecus isn't that much more difficult than the Gamma Megapithecus. He does have increased movement speed, but I've actually seen this help out competitors that struggle to land shots. The constant knockback and moving around make it so that the fighters get shuffled around and move into better positioning without having to be whistled constantly. I didn't notice much of a change with the Iguanodons, and their lack of attacking remained pretty steady throughout the fight. However, the veggie cakes kept them relatively unharmed, and they were able to put the Beta Megapithecus down and earn another pass. The Beta Broodmother is up next, and this was a very frustrating fight. It was so frustrating I did it 4 times just to figure out if the positioning in the arena had anything to do with it. Most creatures can connect their shots with the Broodmother because they can get a lot closer to her than they can with the Megapithecus. For some damn reason, the Iguanodons just don't like to attack. No matter how many times I tried or where I fought her in the arena, they just couldn't pull it off. The Beta Broodmother took out our 3 competitors, Commander Utes, then the rest of the Iguanodons before her children devoured me, handing the Iguanodons their first set of fails. The Beta Dragon is up next, and there is a positive to the Iguanodon. They don't run all over the damn place when you whistle for them to attack. I think I only had like maybe one single instance during one of the fights where the Iguanodon ran off for no reason. But for the most part, they go where you tell them to go. Positioning is so important during the dragon fights. The Beta Dragon is no joke. and Commander Utes typically gets beat up quite a bit during this fight from taking excess fire breath so the competitors don't have to. The Iguanodons are able to withstand the repeated takeoffs and landings of the Beta Dragon and put his ass under the dirt, earning another pass. Red portal time means alpha time, and the alpha megapithecus is up next. The Iguanodons struggle hard in this one, and if it wasn't for the veggie cakes, then these little fellas would have been put into the dirt before the alpha megapithecus hit 50% health remaining. I'm able to keep them relatively pinned down, and the Iguanodons go to work, when they're not standing still doing jack. I would probably do some pretty unethical shit for Wildcard to revisit all the old tames in this game and give them some love, but I'd throw in a reach around if they balanced out these bosses. Megapithecus needs some respect, people. It takes some time, but the Iguanodons get it done, earning a pass. The Alpha Dragon is up next, and the toe strategy is in full effect. The Iguanodons are able to get in there nice and tight against them dragon toes and output some pure pain on the Alpha Dragon. If you've been following the series, this is episode number 38, and this is the last saddled island creature. That means it's time to start working on videos for the unrideable creatures, modded creatures, and scorched earth creatures. Now, none of those are going to count towards the island finale, so that means I can start working on that too. I want to do an island finale that just includes the gold medal winners from the island, and another finale for the island bosses that is for any of the expansion-specific dinos, such as the Morellatops, Mantis, Roll Rat, the Lomosaur, and any other of the new creatures they introduce. You know, assuming any of them get gold. But anyway, the Iguanodons are able to take down the Alpha Dragon and cap the competition off with a pass. Heading over to the scoreboard, the Iguanodons earn a bronze blue medal for clearing Gamma. That's 38 down, baby, and I'm so grateful for all of your support. As of today, I have 2,231 subscribers, and I am blessed to have reached this point and never even dreamed of having this many people tuning in to watch my stuff, let alone getting actual members and patrons. Y'all are seriously the best. Thank you for everything. If you haven't had the chance, hop on over to my Scorched Earth series. It's a no-flyer playthrough on hardcore mode, and it has been a ton of fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.